All right, so let's just remind ourselves of the end of the Mesozoic sees this incredible um, extinction of mostly dinosaurs, but other creatures as well. And the Cenozoic, of course, is the considered the time of mammals, right? So the the dinosaurs go away, and mammals are free to to evolve into all sorts of different species. All right, so during the time of the Cenozoic, one of the things that happens is as far as landforms go, of course the Pacific plate and the North American plate are undergoing this transform fault, which is of course what we know as the San Andreas fault. And the Baja Peninsula that's right here. We can take a nice look at that. It begins to separate from Mexico, and that when that happens, it's kind of an interesting. So let's look at this picture right here. During this time, notice, like, if you look at the Hawaiian Islands, that they, or if you go all the way to these things called the Emperor, uh, anyhow, this turns. There's a sudden turn, and so if you look at the age, right? So these are almost, it's 59.6 million years ago. Um, so this island, this is an island chain, right? So the island chain is moving. This is moving towards the north, and then suddenly, this takes on a more westerly, so think about more of a westerly turn, and so that happens roughly the same time. So this is about 42 million years ago, or let's say that's about 42 million years ago. That's about the same time that the Baja Peninsula begins to separate from Mexico. All right, so that's just what's going on in the Pacific during the Cenozoic. Okay, so that is what's taking place, and with the land. Of course, the species are evolving. Let's see. So what is? Let me see. Oh, one of the real key things, of course, for us, for humans, is so this is called the Pleistocene. The time of the Pleistocene is there's lots and lots of ice, of glaciation, I should say, and there's an actual connection, a physical connection, from Asia to North America, right? The Bering Straits, here, let's take another picture, take another look at the picture. Where is it? Bering Straits. I thought I just had it. So sorry. Let me find it real quick. Well, you can kind of see it here. And it's not showing the entire thing, but this part right here is that's Alaska, and then you get the Bering Sea. That was actually covered by ice, and so humans were populating, the Africa and Eurasia. There was a land bridge, and so this existed. Well, we don't know exactly when humans started coming into North America, but it was probably at least 50,000 years ago. Maybe a little less. It could have been like 40,000 years ago, something like that. But we start to find evidence of human populations in and of course it starts in the Pacific Northwest, First, you see, uh, skeletons and so forth of humans uh, in Alaska and in the Pacific Northwest, and then as time goes on, and the humans migrate further and further south, all the way to the tip of course, South America, right? Over several thousand years it takes, and then humans cross all over the North America and South America. But that land bridge is what's important, and that happens during the Cenozoic. All right, so let's see, what's the next thing? All right, so that's the land bridge, and one of the things that characterizes the Pleistocene. So this is one of the periods during the Pleistocene. There is a huge extinction of large mammals, right? There's like for example, the woolly mammoth. That's just one example. But the woolly mammoth, lived in northern climates 10,000 years ago or more than that. And what we think happened is humans during that time. So this is during the times often called the Stone Age, right? So humans had not started hunting with metal. They hadn't started doing any kind of metal work yet. So this is before the Bronze Age, before the Iron Age, and so forth. And so just using sharpened stones to hunt with. During that time, we think that in North America and in Africa, that all the large, or a lot of, not all of them, but a lot of large mammals were hunted to extinction by the Pleistocene, by humans during the Pleistocene. And now some of those mammals might have gone extinct, without the help of humans, but we certainly helped. Let's see. So that this is, and the other thing to think about is even in modern times, we actually live in an ice age. It's not like the Pleistocene. The ice has retreated to Greenland. The glaciers, I should say, have retreated to the continental glaciers have retreated to Greenland and north and the Arctic and Antarctic. They certainly are not as far down as they once were. When the Great Lakes were formed, or when the Finger Lakes in New York were formed. All right, but there is certainly an ice age that's going on right now. But actually we're kind of like in between ice ages. So this modern time is sometimes called the Anthropocene and the Anthropocene. All right, so that's the period that's considered the modern period that we live in. And what that encapsulates is, you look at, for example, you just look at the surface of our planet now. We inhabit, humans, that is, of course, inhabit every corner of the planet. I mean, you don't have to go far to find other people. The way it was thousands of years ago, and we're all over, and we're affecting the surface of the earth more than any other species has ever done before, right? We are here. Let's go back to the slides. We are affecting the way our planet looks. All right, let's see. So this is the. All right, so glaciation during the Cenozoic results in the lowering of the sea levels worldwide, the carving of the Alps, the land bridge that connects, Asia and North America. And so that's all of the above. Okay, let's look at the next one. Which of the following in the Cenozoic era which is not noted for? The debut of humans, though that's certainly, that's certainly what happened during the Cenozoic. The ice ages, that happened during the Cenozoic. The swampy conditions, remember that is definitely not, right? The giant mountain building activity, that was characterized during the Cenozoic, and also, of course, the San Andreas Fault. So this swampy condition, remember, that's the Carboniferous period. So that has nothing to do with the Cenozoic era. All right. Yes. So remember the fossil fuels that come from roughly 300 million years ago. All right. So that is the end of the chapter, and we will move on to the oceans.